guys, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all of my bucket list items for specifically the US. I did a kind of similar video to this maybe a month ago, maybe longer, about my travel bucket list for 2018-2019. So there will be a few repeats in here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link it above so you can check that out. I thought that this was a good idea because now that summer is over, not everyone is going to be traveling out of the country as much just because of school and work and all the things that we have going on. Plus, it's just a little bit cheaper to stay in the US, and if you're not in the US, then these are maybe some ideas if you don't want to see all the cliche things like Los Angeles, New York City, Miami. Also, let me talk about my background really quick because I'm so excited for Halloween. I have all my Halloween decorations out. I have them all over on that side of my wall. They're everywhere. So now that it's September, I thought that it would make sense to finally have this background. There's 58 days until Halloween, the day that I'm filming this. Just saying. The first place that I have on my list is to go to New Orleans. New Orleans, I don't know how you like to say it, but NOLA. I really want to go to NOLA. I'm probably gonna go next month in October, but I'm dying to go just because it seems so different from what I'm used to and a little bit of a party scene, and I think that New Orleans would just be really cool to experience. I'm curious if there's any like damage still from the hurricane back from Katrina. How long ago was that? A really long time ago. I don't know. I just really want to go to New Orleans. I think it'd be really awesome. I also want to go to New York, but not New York City. I want to go to like upstate New York, like countryside New York. Hamptons area could even be really cool. I am not like a huge city person, like I mentioned in the other video that I already talked about. I think going somewhere in New York that's not like New York City, Manhattan, like would be really, really cool. Somewhere that is definitely not like my usual go-to like fantasy vacation that I really want to go to is Alaska. I'm not a huge fan of the cold or snow. My parents have been to Alaska twice and they always come back with awesome stories and awesome pictures, and I think that it'd be really cool to go. I think that I would definitely like go on a fishing trip to Alaska. I've already been to Colorado, but there's like a specific area in Colorado that I really, really want to go to. So the southwest like little corner of Colorado, I think it would be so cool to go to. I've tried to plan a trip here like multiple times, but it just didn't pan out. There's like Telluride and Silverton and Ouray, I think that's how you say it, and Durango. There's a bunch of cute, like a little bit smaller towns that are just like super outdoorsy and mountainous, and they have hot springs, and I love everywhere that I've been in Colorado so far, but that is like one little spot of Colorado that I am dying to go to. I think it would be beautiful. The next place that I want to go to in the US is Tennessee. I think it'd be so cool to go to Nashville and to Memphis. I like country music, so I think it'd be cool to kind of see like the country influences there. The whole music aspect I think would be really awesome, but they also just seem like cute little country towns. Like aside from the music, they just seem like really country and southern, and I think it'd be cool. One city that I do feel really intrigued to go to is Chicago. Me and my friend Sabrina have talked about going to Chicago for a while. It's a really big city. My friend Mona's been and she loved it. She loved like that there was a lake inside the city, which is so like our vibe. Chicago just intrigues me. Plus the food. I hear all the good things about the food. Okay, this is really funny because I'm not really a fan of Idaho. Where I've been in Idaho, there's not been like anything that I love about Idaho, but I see all of these amazing pictures from these photographers that I follow on Instagram. I'm totally gonna butcher this name. Coeur d'Alene? I don't know how to say it, but it's like this town and there's supposed to be like a lake and it's supposed to be really mountainous, and it looks beautiful during the summertime. It just looks really pretty, and definitely like my mountain girl would come out in that situation for sure. Again, I've been to this state already, but there's like a part of the state that I specifically want to go to, and that is Sedona in Arizona. I've heard awesome things from friends. I've seen awesome pictures. I hear that there's just like a really good energy in Sedona. I don't know, it just seems like a place that everyone can like vibe out easily at. I think Sedona would be a really cool place to go. Definitely not in the summer. I think I would melt but I would still love to go. Somewhere in the south that I really want to go is Georgia. I would definitely hit Atlanta and Savannah. I think that both those places would be super cool to go to. I really haven't explored the south that much. I don't know, I think that it'd be really cool to go to Atlanta, see what it has to offer. Next two states, I don't really know specifically where I want to go to, but I think they're really similar. I want to go to Minnesota and Wisconsin really bad, purely for the scenery. I don't have like a specific city or anything that I want to go to in either of those places, but I think that like a fishing trip would be super cool there. I know that there's like lots of mountains, lots of trees, lots of lakes. If you haven't caught on yet, I'm kind of into that kind of thing. I've never been to that part of the country either, so I think it'd just be really cool to go there. Okay, and then the last few places are all national parks, so I'm just gonna kind of spit them out. I won't go into too much detail because all national parks are really cool, but they're all really cool for different reasons. But these are all the national parks that are like currently on my radar that I'm like, I really need to go to. Okay, so all the ones in California that I'm dying to go to are Redwood. Redwood looks freaking awesome. I would like rent a little cabin or treehouse or something because that'd be so cool. So Redwood, Yosemite, obviously. Who doesn't want to go to Yosemite? It looks freaking amazing. And the last one is Sequoia National Park, which also looks awesome. It's so funny because I think that they're all really different from each other, even though they're all in California. But those are all the ones in California. One that I would love to go to in Oregon is Crater Lake National Park. That looks amazing. It's kind of the same green, mountainous vibes. I think that Crater Lake National Park would be really cool to go to. And the last national park that's on my radar is the Smoky Mountains, which is partly in Tennessee, partly in one or two other states, I can't remember. But yeah, I think Smoky Mountain National Park would be super, super cool. I think that's the most visited national park in the US. I could be wrong. So those are all of the US travel destinations that I have on my list to see in my lifetime. Obviously, I'm sure that there will be lots more that will be added onto this list. If you have any places that you're dying to go in the US, please let me know down below because I would love to put them on my list. So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.